Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another anime review. After watching Blue Exorcist, I finally was able to get the movie, which this is actually the Malaysian version of the movie. I know it looks exactly like the cover to the first part, Volume 1 of the anime, and of course it's a little bit different because it has Usamaru on the back, and he's a demon. But he's an interesting character. I fell in love with him, and had I been in Rin's position, I probably would have done the same thing that he did. But I'm not going to say what happened. I'm not going to say what exactly occurs. But all of our favorite characters are back, and we have a new exorcist involved whose name is Ling or Lin, and he's just so very cool and very flawless in the way that he moves, and fast. He is just an incredible individual, and we figure out that his influence is actually quite intriguing. I'm not going to say what it is, but for a small spoiler, it deals with a book that Rin and Yukio's father used to read to them when they were just little kids. And the story is about this demon that would come into town every 11 years during a festival, and they call it a fete, and they would have a fete for this fete would occur every 11 years, and people felt very sad, and they felt they had pity upon the demon because the demon didn't look like he had enough energy and he was hungry, so they would feed him. And unfortunately, all the demon wanted was the happiness of the society of that town, and the people forgot because the demon would engulf all their memories, and then they couldn't recall why they were even there or what had happened. So an exorcist had to basically trap the demon so this sort of thing wouldn't occur ever again. And then you have this strange rabbit-eared, bunny-tailed demon that so happens to appear after Phantom Train is on the loose, and of course Rin, Yukio, and Shiemi have all been recruited on a mission to exorcise it. And it's interesting how they're lured into the train. At first he says, "Don't go in, it's just the spirit of the train trying to coax you." And the scene of the train itself, and I just absolutely loved it, and there were lots of really fantastic action adventure scenes, and a lot of jumping and leaping and sword fights, and it's just right my cup of tea. And of course I wasn't expecting to cry, but I did, and it's because of the responsibility that Rin takes. And I won't say when this comes about, but if you see this and you have a heart and you have feeling for humanity or any kind of life in general, you're gonna cry because it's like me. I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. It's so touching, and I got overwhelmed, and I just couldn't help it. I mean, just tears were flowing down my cheeks, and it was just such a beautiful story. And I'm a lot like Rin, I have to say. I feel that everybody should be allowed a second chance, and despite, even though they might not understand what they're doing, they might be doing it out of innocence, and it's a sin of omission, basically. And I just really loved the film. It was really sensational and lovely. The animation is beautiful. Has all your favorite characters. You got some new characters involved. I just absolutely fell in love with Usamaru. He's just so adorable. Oh, I love him. I want to take him home and adopt him as my own brother. He's so cute. And he's so polite. I mean, he's just the typical little Japanese boy. It is so adorable. It's just so precious. I just want to. Yeah, it's just such a great film, and I absolutely loved it. Of course, I got the Malaysian version, and the subtitles are a little bit wonky in places, but if you understand Japanese, like I do, I understand just conversational stuff and things I've picked up. I can't really speak it, but I can understand it when I've seen it enough times. And I've heard it, and I get it. Um, yeah, it's easy to understand if you can read quickly, and there really are no issues with that. But you'll understand even though you can't really read that quickly, even if it is your first sub. Um, I think that the dub is out as well, but I didn't see the dub, and I had never heard the subtitle. I have never heard the original um, Seiyu, so I really love the original Seiyu, and they're all just they're grand in how they portray their emotions. They just do such a great job, and yeah, I can't give it any higher rating than what I'm giving it now. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, hands down. See it. It's worth it.